I think we're live, Andrea. All right,
Okay,
um,
good.
let's go. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Jessica, for organizing and for inviting us. So, here, also, thank you so much, Vancouver Biennale, um, for organizing this very important art and technology event and having us as a part of the panels that you have. We've already listened to quite a few panels and we really enjoyed them. So we're looking forward for more. But now it's more important than ever to speak about the intersection of art and technology, and that's what we are all about. So first, let's start with the introductions. My name is Elena, and I'm the CEO and founder of CADAF, which is a contemporary and digital art fair, and different other initiatives that we host. And Andrea, please introduce yourself.
Well, thank you so much for having us here. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you to the Vancouver Biennale. We're very excited to be here today and tell you a little bit about what we're doing. My name is Andrea Steuer, and I'm the director and CCO of CADAF and Digital Art Month. So, yeah, I guess I'll just pass the word on to Elena, and she can start telling you a little more about what we're doing.
Great. So I guess we can go to the first slide. That we put together for you. So for this presentation, we really wanted to tell you about CADAF and all of our projects. And I guess pretty much for everyone this year has been bringing a lot of new things, new challenges, but also new great things. For us, it's definitely been a very interesting year that has created two of our new projects and two of our new products that are based either as a hybrid model online and offline or entirely online. But I guess as a beginning, let me tell you a little bit of how we got here, how we got to today. So the company that's behind CADAF is called New Art Academy. It's been founded in 2017 as an educational company for art market professionals, artists, and general public who want to learn about the intersection of art and technology. And during the years that we ran New Art Academy, we have run a lot of online events. So panel discussions, talks, and conferences, but also quite a few offline panel discussions and larger conferences. Now, if we go to the next slide, it's our journey. And yeah, there you can actually see what we did throughout this year, is how we started and where we are right now. So 2017, 2018, mostly focused on the education. We've hosted two large-scale events, one at NYU, another one along with the Forbes media in Basel during Art Basel. We've always, since the beginning, we've always hosted our events during the major traditional art events, as the goal was kind of to connect the more traditional art market audience to the world of technology. 2017 and particularly 2018 was an interesting year for us as blockchain projects became very popular, and we were one of the first organizations that actually brought major new blockchain projects to speak about what they do and actually to speak about art and blockchain. So if you remember the startups like Macinas and Masterworks and others like that, we've had them at since the beginning, from our first events. And then towards the end of 2018, we have actually realized that we had a pretty decent community of digital artists and galleries, as well as, of course, art market professionals and collectors in our network. And then we started kind of brainstorming if something there exists that would be would have a format that's similar to a traditional art fair, but that would be dedicated entirely to digital art. And it appeared that by 2019, there wasn't a fair like that. And in particular, there wasn't a fair that would have shown a diversity of digital mediums. So there have been fairs that attempted to show just video art or focused only on photography and something like that. But by 2019, as you know, there have been quite a bit of new mediums coming up, like artificial intelligence, blockchain projects, various kinds of manipulation with the video and so on. And there definitely wasn't a place to show all that to the collectors in one physical space. And that was really the goal, not to show this kind of art online, but in a physical realm. Because sometimes, to get the real understanding of the piece, to understand its scale and how it will live at your home, you really want to see it in person. And that was the goal. And that was the goal of the two fairs that we hosted in 2019. So we hosted one in New York in a place called Lightbox. And then the second one we hosted in Miami during Art Basel of 2019. Or it was already 2000. No, it was 2019.
No, 2019.
2019. Yes.
December.
Yes. So that was that. Both events were very successful. We had a lot of visitors coming in as a part of the fairs. We also had a lot of educational programming. So that's how New Art Academy actually hasn't ceased its operations or activities, but it's always there with us, with all the panels and talks that we continued hosting during the physical art fairs, and then moved on to more online or hybrid projects. But then, so we found ourselves in 2020, and we were planning actually to go to Paris, because one of our partners, Beaux-Arts, has invited us to come to Paris to host CADAF there. We picked the location, we went to Paris, we spoke with a lot of partners, but then COVID came about, and unfortunately we couldn't anymore host our Paris event the summer of 2020. And that made us think, of course, so what do we do? Like everybody else, I guess, in the world started thinking. And for us, the natural sort of solution was to host an online fair. And that's how CADAF Online was born. We were lucky to partner with a company called SubSpot, who have helped us to create the interface for the fair. That was great. We really enjoyed hosting it. We had, I think, about 5,000 visitors or more at the fair. That was very, very successful. We had, I remember, definitely over 40 hours of cultural programming. And so was a really wonderful event, and it was really great to host it at this time in the summer, when everybody was, or most of the people were a little bit, by themselves, and that was a great way to find something really important and meaningful at that time. And so we hosted this event, and we got feedback that artists and participants and attendees really loved it. So we have decided to move ahead and to host more events like this in the future. So at that point, we started working on our own platform, which would let us host events like this, like CADAF Online, in the future. But also, we want to have an year-round online offering, and so we want to have a what we call a social marketplace. Because for us, as I don't know, we keep saying, the eventual goal for the artist, I guess, at the end of the day, of course, it's to sell and for the collector to buy. But for us, another important goal is for people to meet each other, to learn about the medium, because the medium is still kind of very new, and you need to connect with the like-minded individuals, and yeah, all of that is going to be the part of the social marketplace. And last but not least, we also hosted this year in October a digital art month, which is an exhibition of augmented reality pieces in New York. And we loved it that much that we are going to host another one in Miami less than a month in December. The applications are now open for all the artists to apply, those who want to apply. So I think now we can go to, that's a very short, brief, but I think for me at least meaningful summary of what we've done within the past 3 years. And now I pass the word to Ande so that she can go in more details with some of this.
Perfect. Thank you, Elena. So yes, just like Elena was telling you, we just hosted our first Digital Art Month in New York. It was a project that for us, it was so much fun and so eye-opening to work in. And it is a public digital art festival that happens throughout the streets of different cities. How it works is that most of the artists that are working in augmented reality and some video artists where we have capacity to show, they applied and then we placed these artworks all over the streets of New York City. We partnered with the business improvement districts of Fifth Avenue, Madison Avenue, Soho, Meatpacking, Flatiron, Industry City. We also had the National Arts Club participating. And we created an interactive map on our website so that when you saw the map on the website, you can go and pinpoint to all the different locations that artworks were exhibited in and plan your own self-guided art walk. For us, the Digital Art Month was very special because we realized that at this moment, we really cannot have the large art fairs, and we still believe that it's important to have some human interaction and some in-person section of the event. So it became definitely a hybrid that you could go around and explore all these augmented reality artworks that you could see through your phone, and all these artists that were creating these gorgeous, gorgeous pieces and kind of showing this new, that is not so new, but I feel like more artists are becoming more interested in experimenting with this kind of technology. And so the whole event was accompanied by a social media campaign of #DigitalArtMonth, where we encouraged everyone to post their artwork to like get more attraction to digital art, like get more people interested in it. And then we also throughout the month had a lot of panel discussions, artist talks, and to give some more background into like what it is that we're talking about. So here in this slide, you can see how it looked in the map and the process, how it worked. If you can go to the next slide, please. These were the art labels that we designed. So we partnered with Jess Conatzer, that was our guest curator from Studio As We Are, and with Studio Lotus, that helped us a lot with the design of the event. And also we had our marketplace that some pieces were available for sale in Block Party. And then we had these labels that were placed around the city. So you could always find like a QR code. So you could go and scan with your phone, then read a little bit about the artist. We thought it's very important for some people that might not be so familiar with this kind of thing to be able and see what they might expect to see, and as long as the instructions. we also thought of this project as something that is it really democratizes the art world in the sense that it's free for everyone to attend, it's free for everyone to go to, and it's something that really engages the community directly with the artists, being that once you scan the QR code, it takes you directly to the artist's Instagram where you can explore their filters. So it was a great experience, and we are now, as Elena mentioned, we're hosting it in Miami. We have a lot of locations on Wynwood, so it's going to be placed in Wynwood, in Lincoln Road, and also in Coconut Grove. And the labels are going to be available throughout the city for people to safely be able and experience artworks. So if you go to the next slide, I believe there's a picture of the map. So this is the map. So if you click on any location, you can see the artwork that is displayed there, and also see all the information like what you might expect to see. But you kind of have to go to this location in order to get the picture and to really experience it like in a city way, because it's very different to experience something at home than when you actually experience it in a unique location that becomes more meaningful. And so this is a project that we're also looking to it's going to keep on happening throughout the year, and it's going to coincide with CADAF Online. So we want to just bring as much attention and awareness of like digital mediums and to help artists get it. Oh, I think I cut out.
No, that's okay. We can hear you.
So yeah, so now maybe if we go to the next slide, Elena, maybe you can say some words about CADAF Online.
All right. Thank you, Andrea. So the first CADAF Online, as I mentioned, happened this summer. What is CADAF Online? So CADAF Online is a virtual art fair. Although it's a virtual art fair, we don't have it's not in virtual reality, or we don't have 3D spaces that people can log into. It's a pre-2D environment, but the goal for it is really for people to be able to see the works of art very clearly and to purchase them easily for their collections. In addition to that, the fairs, just like the regular art fairs, are accompanied by a lot of cultural programming. And that is the reason for that mainly is that we want artists to speak about their works. We want galleries to speak about their artists and about their works. And we want the collectors to get as familiar with the digital art medium and with the diversity, again, of the digital art medium as possible. So at this fair, we're going to be selling, and we were selling, variety of mediums, from video pieces to the prints of the video objects, and everything in between. So we can speak a lot about artificial intelligence, and blockchain projects, even virtual reality pieces as well. All of that has been already presented and is going to be presented again at the new CADAF Online. And of course, one of the important parts of any event we feel is networking and getting to know other artists or collectors. Therefore, the community part of the event is very, very important and dear to us. We want people to spend time even though you are online, you really, or I really, and people that I know want not to feel isolated, but they want to feel like they're part of the community. And as our community grows, the community of our artists and guests also grows. So they get to know more like-minded, again, artists and collectors. And we've seen that a lot, where we know now people that we knew very separately are now partnering and working with each other, and that's great for us because we see that the social idea, the community idea behind the online and offline events works. That's what in works right now. We are going to host the next CADAF Online early next year. We are now in the middle of the development, but we should be opening the applications very soon. Even before that, we are hoping to release our social marketplace, and that's what's gonna live on CADAF website throughout the year. I think we have the next slide with the CADAF marketplace that maybe Andrea can say a couple words about.
Of course. So we're very excited about this because we feel it's like what we're looking for is to provide creators like artists and galleries with a space where they can properly display all the things that they're working on and have them for sale. But not only that, but also provide collectors and art enthusiasts with like a place that they can go and discover all these things that they might not even know about. So in our online marketplace, it'll have, of course, cultural programming, it'll have a lot of education, and it'll have, we think that new types of art really deserves new ways of being shown. So that is something that we're working very hard towards. And we think that with our social marketplace, the ability to connect, the ability to interact is key, because we don't want anyone just have something posted there and hope it sells. We want it to be like, let's talk about these pieces. Let's give everyone a platform to actually understand them, to meet other people. So we will have, of course, everything for sale. It'll have like a smart search that you can search for different things, that you can post them, that you can like send them to other people, that you can see them in situ depending on the size, or if they are completely digital files, that you can also find the hardware on how to best display your artwork at home. That we think that that is one of the most important sections. So we're hoping for this to be, our timeline is for January. This will already be live. We're going to start testing it soon, that we're very excited. And for now, we're going to start opening applications, and it's going to be definitely a very curated, beautiful marketplace that will make the collector journey and the artist journey very friendly. And it'll be like a process of discovering new things in the way as you find, whether you know what you're trying to find or whether you just want to discover something new. That's the idea. It's like a place to go and discover art and fall in love like with everything you're seeing.
Exactly. Yes, and a very community-heavy marketplace. So we really want to see all of our community of artists there and spending a lot of time in a meaningful way, hopefully. We plan a lot of workshops and lectures and other interesting things. So
yeah, and right now during December, during the Digital Art Month, we're gonna release some more information about it. We're gonna have like some more programming dedicated to like what we're doing. Because in New York, it was a very exciting experience. We had over 70 artworks shown around the city. Miami is going to be something similar. So we will host, like, just, I guess, stay tuned. And on Instagram, we will have everything posted on how it's going. And we really encourage everyone to like take a look and like let us know if you are interested in participating or if you have any ideas. It's something that we really love, all these projects and the form that they've taken, because the world is rapidly changing, and I guess we're all trying to adapt as fast as possible. And for us, it's been a very exciting experience.
Exactly. And thank you so much for your time. Please send us any questions that you might have. We are Elena and Andrea at newartacademy.com. We can post the email addresses. So I think that we don't really have much time for the questions, but we are happy to receive them over the email.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.